These are not scenes from years ago. These are scenes literally from the London streets, well, a couple of days ago. And this is now the way that people are having to live in our once wonderful capital city. As you can see, African migrants now openly fighting and hitting back with the British Metropolitan Police. Let's not forget, of course, the British Metropolitan Police remain unarmed. You know, most of the time they are literally unarmed, all save for a truncheon, a thing really that they've had for over 150 years. But is it truly now right in this particular society that this is what we're sending these men and women out onto the streets, faced with people with machetes, guns, and all sorts of paraphernalia? Now, a recent vote over here in the United Kingdom suggested that this could be the answer. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And a bit of a darker story, in fact, on this, because I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but now over here in the United Kingdom, lawlessness is literally running rife. You know, we have a shoplifting epidemic. The Metropolitan Police are, you know, shall we say, on its knees, and nobody really needs to know or works out exactly how to deal with the problem. You know, that is the bigger picture. Now, cast your mind back a few years, way back to the 50s, and there was, of course, something that a lot of people now want to see the return of. And as I say, in a recent poll, this was the number one thing that they wanted to see the return of: national service. This was where, of course, young men went along for national service for 2 years to be given the opportunity to learn a real variety of skills, but mainly about civility, law, manners, how to treat your fellow man, that sort of stuff. Now, of course, there's lots of fun stories about people who remember national service themselves, who are still around. And there was also a TV series way back in the 70s called Get Some In, which really spoofed the whole era, set in 1955 and starred Tony Selby. But it gave you a real flavour of what people could expect. The reason why people now want to see it return is, quite frankly, this. As I say, scenes that we're seeing every single day, imported in absolute anarchy, not from inside the United Kingdom, but literally brought over via small boats. And now we have the British police having to deal with this on a simple daily basis. Certain people who are in power refuse to have the arrival back of water cannons. They don't feel that's right. Apparently, you know, it's not humane. Rubber bullets have been ruled out. And so basically, people are allowed to do what they want. What I'd love to know is, would you want to see the return of national service back to the United Kingdom? Do you think it would work in this modern world? Is in fact the army, when you consider what they've recently gone under, and the fact that the Royal Air Force recently said that they wanted to see, less white people joining and more black people joining, is that the right way to go? Are we now all in such a mess that nothing really could be done? Or is this really the start of a fight back? Either way, the return of national service, some people say, at least starts the door open. Maybe people would join up. Maybe people would enjoy it and perhaps join the services following their 2-year stint. Or it finally would rid the country of the people that are too terrified to stick it around and see exactly whether they're made for it or not. Now, as ever, I'd love to know from you: national service, yes or no? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.